Yo, what's going on, Hero Clash? Welcome back to a brand new video. Yes, S+, Queen of Havoc, Cecina, one of my all-time favorite heroes when it comes to crowd control, aka debuff with the good old poisonous mist. So let's deep dive into Cecina.
Those who are living have always been overrated.
Let's go. Here we go. First things first, when it comes to her skill, we have his Snake's Gaze. Before we jump in, I have to say, make sure you watch the whole video and pay attention, because she's one of those special heroes where it says one thing, but it actually means something kind of different. So I don't want you to waste any ruins or artifacts on her when they have no meaning, which I'll talk about that in the future. Okay? So moving on to Snake's Gaze. Cecina deals 150% of attack as damage to 4 random enemies and heals for 200% of attack. Okay. Level 2, increased damage to 180% of attack and healing to 300% of attack. Attack. Level 3, increased damage to 220% of attack and healing to 400% of attack. She's a self-healer, yo. She is a beast. Let's go. Okay. Moving on to Enchanting Eye. Cecina casts Poisonous Mist. Poisonous Mist, the 12% chance of charming the enemy for 2 turns. Charmed enemies cannot use skills or launch basic attacks. Level 2, 15% chance. Level 3, 18% chance. And level 4, 3 red legendary relics. We got 21% chance to use that Poisonous Mist and charm an enemy. Okay. The reason why I went over to the core skill is because these two are actually correlated together. You might think Enchanting Eye is a basic skill. It is not a basic attack. It is not. She cannot charm anyone with a basic attack, okay? Yes, I learned the hard way. I put Samurai Runes on her for the longest time just to find out that it was an absolute waste. Put her in line with Dragon Scale, an absolute waste. So, yes, pay attention. Now moving on to her core skill, Poisonous Mist. Cecina attacks all enemies, reducing their healing received by 30% for 2 turns, cannot stack, and dealing 110% of attack as damage. The damage of the skill increased by 18% each turn. Longevity, baby. Level 2, passive by the way as well. Level 2, reduce the received healing of enemies by 40% and deal 120% of attack as damage, increases by 24% each turn. Level 3, received healing 50% and deal 130% of attack as damage, increases by 30% each turn, passive. And level 4, which is 9 legendary red awesome epic relics, and we have 8 currently. One away, let's go. As you can see up here. Let's go. Okay.
Those who are living have always been overrated.
Okay. Level 4, reduce the received healing of all enemies heroes by 50% and deal 140% attack damage. Gain 36% damage per turn. Jeez. After 3 turns, gain additional 15% damage and 15% debuff hit per turn. Up to 60% boost is allowed. What? Bro, dude, take her to the end. She is your ride or die type chick. 100% Cecina. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. Moving on to Serpent Guard. Level 1, increase her armor by 10%. Level 2, 20%. And level 3, 30%. Let's go. She is an absolute beast. When it comes to awakening skill, we have magic. You already know the word. Basic attack increases attack by 15% and skill damage by 50% for 2 turns. Too easy. Okay. Now moving on to her good old exclusive.
Those who are living have always been overrated.
Jasper Fang, baby. When there are fewer than 3 enemies, gain 10% skill damage. Level 10, 30% skill damage. Level 20, 50% skill damage. Level 30, recover HP by 150% of attack after casting Snake's Gaze. At the start of the first turn, cast Poisonous Mist with a 100% chance to charm one enemy. Last 1 turn and is affected by debuff hit and debuff resistance. This is one reason why I like her so much on my main team, because you're guaranteed to charm someone on round 1. Before the game even starts, her passive ability, you're getting stunned. So if you have the Phoenix or whatever, and you're relying just on her, well, guess what? I have approximately an 18% chance to charm them for 1 turn. Okay? So, absolutely amazing. Okay? Level 40. I didn't read level 40. Jeez Louise. When there are more than 3 allies, Cecina's received healing increases by 30%. Now, when it comes to ruins, like I said before, I used to use Samurai thinking that extra basic attack would lead to a charm, but it doesn't. I wasted months upon months thinking it does, and it is what it is. So, hey, you live and you learn. Just don't make the same mistake twice. She's one of those heroes you can split down the middle 50-50 offense or defense, so let's do it. Offensive perspective first, I would recommend 100% Judgments. Yes, I think getting her attack up would be absolutely amazing, of course. Jeez Louise. And then secondly, we're going to go with the trio. Judgment, Annihilation, and of course, Sin. Like I said in previous videos, if they don't have that much armor on the enemy team, get rid of Sin and go with Maniac. Increase her crit, try to hit a critical strike, okay? Or critical hit. Now, when it comes to pure offense, I do recommend the brand new rune that's coming very, very soon called Dark Seb. I think that'd be phenomenal for her. And I don't see anything else. Now, you could argue Guardian or Phantom. However, those are paid runes, and I kind of stay away from the paid runes when it comes to helping y'all out. I try to do both, free to play and pay to win, okay? When it comes to a defensive perspective, dude, I don't know. This is hard. Honestly, you could argue any of these. She's one of those heroes that's in the middle. She has a pretty high HP. She has a pretty high attack. So I'm going to be honest. I'm actually torn. This is my first time in the due diligence series where I'm actually torn. Now, I don't recommend Samurai at all. I don't recommend Redemption at all, ever. And yeah, you could argue all of these. However, now what would I do? What would Trinity GX do? I'm currently putting Guardian on her because I just have nowhere else to put on her, hands down. And I do want her to have a higher HP, so I'm putting Evolution on her. Now, the main reason why I'm focusing on these far right side ruins is because we have a double debuff hit. Yes, that's 14% increase in debuff hits. And that's what you want to focus on when it comes to those right ruins, the right side and the top right over here. Obviously, I don't have two for these, but it's fine because it's still almost at 100% debuff hit. I just want to point that out. I know this is extra, so yeah. Okay. Now, moving on to when it comes to armor, I don't know, man. I don't know. You can argue anything for her. Like I said, she's one of those heroes that's down the middle. You could do crit. You could do attack. You could do... Okay. Crit, attack, speed. Those are my top three. Dude, due diligence. Oh, my goodness. Moving on to hero talent, 100%. From an offensive perspective, I would go with Precision Strike or Shadow Assault, depending on who the enemy is. For defensive, Esper Shield. So let's do that real quick. Okay. When it comes to mythic talent, I would go with Selfless Protection. Yep. Or from an offensive perspective, I would actually go with Weak Point, depending on armor. If the enemy doesn't have that much armor, then I would go with good old Fatal Blow or Giant Killer. When it comes to transcendent talent, Cecina, why are you so versatile, yo? I would go with Violent Recovery from a defensive perspective, you know, especially for crit is up there. And when it comes to eternal talents, 100% is only one right answer. Soul Mastery, gain 30% debuff. I'd say her main goal is to get that charm off on enemies, and it's just the move. It's just the move. Okay. Now, when it comes to the artifact, oh, goodness gracious, I'm going to have a field day with this one. 100% Ocean Amulet. Now, before I move on, if you equip Ocean Amulet on her, make sure you equip the Domination Ruins. Yes, I think Domination Ruins plus the Ocean Amulet is absolutely phenomenal. And for those who don't know what that is, where are they? I don't even know where they're at. Right here. Here we go. Okay. Boom. Too easy. Level 3, basic attacks deal 8% of max HP as damage, not exceeding 800% of attack, and deal 100% of attack as bonus damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. Yes, so if you do have Evolution on her, I would also recommend Domination if you equip the Ocean Amulet. Yes, if you don't have it, like me, then I would recommend... I don't know. There's not really anything that's good here, so none. I guess shiny amulet. Just that's disgusting though. Yeah, shiny amulet. Yep. When it comes to the holy praise, probably arcane ring, because you have a extremely high probability of not getting stunned, charmed, entangled, petrified, etc. So yeah, I'd go with arcane ring. When it comes to the abyss item, there's only one correct answer, and that is Devil's Fang, baby. Let's go. Increase debuff hit by 60%, along with 40 speed, 35% attack, and 35 HP. Hands down, she's absolutely phenomenal. I think she's absolutely amazing. And let's see what the game recommends. Devil's Bone Spike, I understand. I disagree, but I understand. And Devil's Fang, 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt. When it comes to talents, they recommend Battle Knowledge. Yeah, no, absolutely terrible. They recommend Weak Point, okay. Wrathful Curse, I understand from an offensive perspective. And Soul Mastery, let's go. When it comes to Ruins, they chose an offensive perspective. I agree 100%. Like I said, she's just one of those heroes that's extremely versatile, and you can argue 90% of the Ruins for her. So, yeah. My final thoughts when it comes to Cecina, yes, build her 100%, but after you max out Alvarez and probably Fagin, or simultaneously together, okay? I highly recommend getting her exclusive gear skill to level 30 because you get that guaranteed charm, and that could be the difference between winning and losing. Charming Fagin for armor on the enemy team, or charming a Phoenix who just can't attack for one whole turn, which could be the difference between winning and losing. And I'm proud to say she is on my #1 team in the Crucible, baby. Let's go. But yeah, built her. With that being said, I'm on #1 team, shredding it, charming it up. She's the queen of Havoc, Cecina. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Greatness manifested.